Welcome back to Renex's Plays, The Elder Scrolls, Oblivion, Part 36. Since the last episode, I have installed 3 mods into the game. The first one is a sneak attack damage multiplier mod. That deals more damage based on my sneak level. With an expert level sneak, my ranged attacks deal 5 times damage instead of 3. At master level sneaking, it will deal 7 times damage. This will also increase the sneak attack damage of blades. 12 times damage at expert and 15 times at master. The second mod is a simple monster health bar, which allows me to better see the monster's hit points and level. This is also useful to see if I am aggroed against any monsters out in the wild. And lastly, the third mod is a mini-map, which allows me to see where I am and where I am going. This will be especially useful in caves with different routes.
So tiresome.
I'm so happy to see you, I could burst.
Yes? I'm Mirabelle Monet. I run the forecastle, a boarding house for sailors. Sorry, I reserve my beds for seamen.
Oh, I bet you do, Mirabelle. Dirty girl. Anyway, I heard you can point me in the right direction for extra sneak training.
If you need more assistance with your training, seek out Marana Rian in the Imperial city. She uses the shadows like no other I've seen.
Great, thanks. I'll go speak with her. By the way, what's wrong with Thurndle?
Don't mind him. He's not right in the head, poor fellow. Farewell.
Greetings.
You have the eyes of a trained marksman. It's my pleasure. Please continue.
Hi, Marana. I hear you can offer me training for expert sneaking.
Training? From me? A few too many loose lips, it seems. It's not something I want to be public knowledge, if you understand my meaning. Very well. Simple task for you. I just dropped a favourite coin of mine into my pocket. If you can steal it from me, I'll train you.
Is that it? All right then.
Good day. A pleasure to speak with you.
Well, here's your coin. So how about that training?
Well, there it is. Not the best job I've seen, but you did it. All right, I'll help you hone your technique.
Great.
I can show you some new things.
Not so great.
You too. You've got a lot to learn. Let's get to train. Knowledge. You've got a lot. Let's see if we can. You've got a lot to learn. Bye.
What do you want?
Your stuff. Now.
If you see my good-for-nothing husband, Yalfi, tell him I want back what he stole from me.
Oh, right. What did he take from you?
Perhaps you can help me. My husband's name is Yalfi the Contemptible. My father said I was a fool to marry him, but I didn't listen. At our wedding, my father gave us a family heirloom as a gift. Rock Shatter, a mace that's been in my family for many generations. Yalfi snatched Rock Shatter from our mantle and took off to find his fortune with the local marauder gang at Fort Strand. I want that mace back. Please, I don't think he's ever coming back, and I'd hate to lose such a precious heirloom to a gang of thugs.
I'll see what I can do.
Please bring back Rock Shatter. It means a great deal to me. into a couple of mud crabs not long ago. Annoying creatures.
I found Bealfie the Contemptible inside Fort Strand, with rockshatters still in his possession. I should take the weapon back to Maeva and tell her of her late husband's fate.
Where are you? Showing your face was the last...
Cut down on the ale. Starting to see things, I am.
Huh? Where are you?
By Eastmere's beard, we've got ourselves a live one. Oh!
I wouldn't make that deal with just anybody. Goodbye.
I went back to Fort Strand about 8 more times to get all the guards' equipment for extra gold. I made over 20,000 gold.
I hope I... Have a look at my wares. I'm sure there's something to... Thank you.
Good. A pleasure. Always keep your magical... Be seeing you.
Found rock shatter yet by chance?
I did actually. Your husband attacked me with it? Here.
I'd already convinced myself I'd never see Rockshatter again, but I was wrong. What's become of Yalfi?
I'm sorry, Maeva. He attacked me with that weapon, and unfortunately, he's now dead.
He was a good man when I married him, but greed took a hold of his heart. While I'm not happy he's dead, I'm glad he's at peace. Well, I'm just glad that it's all over and Rockshatter is back where it belongs, in my family. I feel I owe you something for your efforts. Yes. I feel it only appropriate that you have my dowry. I would consider it an honor.
Thanks. See you around, Maver.
May the goddess watch you.
From the body of Audens Avidius.
I used to be somebody. I was a captain of the guard in the Imperial city until that flea-bitten hero decided to poke her nose in my business. I have a plan to get out of the Imperial prison. Apparently, there is a secret escape tunnel used by the royal family. When I get out, I'm going to settle the score with that hero. Then I'll take care of those two snitches, Ruslan and Laurent. The sweetest of all will be Idius Hain. I'll make him squeal first.
I've seen your kind before. You've got blood on your hands. Keep your blade sheathed, you murdering bastard, or I'll put you down myself.
Charming.
Farewell, citizen.
excuse me. We have a small problem that we hope you can help us with. You may be wondering why you can't see me. We are all wondering the same thing.
That's quite impressive. What happened?
Everyone in Aleswell suddenly became invisible several weeks ago. It was sort of fun at first, but the novelty has definitely worn off now. You can imagine how difficult it is to run an inn while invisible. Once you get a reputation as a haunted inn, you can just forget about it. So we've all been keeping quiet, hoping the spell will wear off, but we're running out of patience. We're sure it was Ancotar's doing, but we can't find him. If you can help us, we will be extremely grateful.
So, you think this Ancotar did it? Who is he?
He's a wizard who took up residence in the ruins of Fort Caractacus a couple of years ago. He's caused us no end of trouble with his magical experiments, but nothing as bad as this. We've tried to find him, but had no luck. If he's still living in the fort, he's hiding from us, and no wonder. If you could find him and get him to remove this cursed invisibility, we will all be in your debt.
Do you think he's still at the fort?
We're pretty sure he's still hiding out in Fort Caractacus, although he never answers when we've tried to find him.
And this Fort Caractacus? How can I find it?
It's just to the southeast of here. Follow the path down the hill. But watch out for the invisible monsters that infest the ruins.
Gotcha. I'll go sort it out. I'll, see you soon.
You too.
Go away! I don't want whatever you're selling.
I told you to leave me alone. Go away. Oblivion take you. What is it you want from me?
Ancotar, I presume. I hear you've been practicing with invisibility. Is that right?
Yes, I have been working on a new invisibility spell. As you can see, it works quite well. Why?
You've apparently made everyone in Aleswell invisible for several weeks now.
Oh, really? Everyone in town? That must have been what all the shouting was about a few weeks ago. I'm afraid I was engrossed in an experiment that required my full attention. You see, in order to increase the efficacy of the spell, the radius was likely to approach the... Oh, never mind, I don't mean to bore you.
Actually, I'm a big fan of invisibility also. I'm also from the Mages Guild. Archmage, in fact.
Ah, a fellow mage. Please excuse my rudeness earlier. I find most people extremely tedious, completely ignorant of the arcane. I came out here to get some privacy for my research. Instead, I was constantly bothered by the local peasantry. The explosions are scaring the sheep, or a plague of rats ate all our crops. Every day, another complaint. No understanding of the pitfalls of experimental magic. Finally, I decided that permanent invisibility was the only way to get some peace and quiet. I know you're about to quote Vanto's third law. Don't worry, I have not actually found a way to violate the conservation of perception. The invisibility is not actually permanent. You can tell the villagers not to worry. It will wear off eventually.
Eventually. Can you narrow it down some?
Well, in a year or two, maybe a bit more. There's no way to be absolutely sure. That's the exciting thing about basic research.
Yeah. I don't think they can wait a year or two, Ancotar.
Really? I find being invisible quite refreshing. But if it will get everyone to leave me alone, fine. I did work out a counterspell last week. If I can just put my hand to it. Ah. Here. Stand in the center of town to make sure you get everyone. Oh, and make sure... Never mind. It should be fine.
What do you mean? Should be fine. What will happen?
I am sorry about that. Just use the reverse invisibility scroll I gave you.
You're not inspiring me with much confidence, Ancotar. So I just need to use the scroll in the middle of town, right?
Yes, just read the scroll in the middle of town. It should work. Although, just in case, it might be best if you wore this ring while you were casting the spell. I make them myself, very useful for this kind of research. Not that I think anything will go wrong. Serious side effects are highly unlikely. Don't forget to wear that ring I gave you when you cast the spell. Not that there's anything to worry about.
Oh, great.
You too. Have you talked to Ancotar yet? Can he make us visible again?
Oh my, you scared me. Actually, yes. Ancotar gave me a scroll to reverse this invisibility. Just need everyone to gather around.
Ancotar gave you a scroll to get rid of the invisibility? Fantastic! What are you waiting for? Bye.
I've used the scroll Ancotar gave me, and the people of Aleswell are once again visible. Daram Sarethi would probably like to congratulate me on my success.
Thank you, thank you. I can't tell you how good it feels to be able to see myself again. My sisters, on the other hand, I wouldn't mind if they had stayed invisible. Ah, me. Friend, you are welcome at the Aleswell Inn anytime. Free of charge.
Thank you, Daram. Have you seen Ancotar yet?
We haven't seen him since that whole invisibility mess. I hope it stays that way. Farewell.
Well met.
What's new with you?
I understand Daedra worship has become increasingly prevalent. Ma'am? Move along.
I don't suppose I could convince you to help me recover my research notes.
What happened to your research notes?
I was doing some research in Bramblepoint Cave, and suddenly I was attacked. I grabbed everything I could and ran, but I fear I'd dropped my notes. Those notes are very important to me and represent 10 years of my life. If you could recover them, I'd be sure to reward you appropriately.
What does your research involve, if you don't mind me asking?
Well, if you must know, I've been studying the Welkind stones. Yes, the aquamarine-colored crystals usually native to Ayleid ruins. It seems I'm the first to discover them growing in a natural cave. That's about all I can say about it.
Right then, I'll see if I can find them.
All manner of creatures infest Bramblepoint Cave. You must remain vigilant.
The people of Nibene consider themselves to be more...
I've discovered Lithnelian's research notes from Bramblepoint Cave. I should return it to him for the promised reward.
Good to see you.
It's said that eating taproot can bring you good luck.
I've heard others say the same.
What's the news from...
I hope your expedition has been more successful than mine.
You're crazy? I don't know why you would go to such a hostile cave. I got your research notes, though. I hope it was worth all the pain.
Splendid! Just splendid! I almost feared that you'd never return. I'm glad to see I was incorrect. As promised, I'd like to compensate you for your efforts. Keep yourself
I
safe,
understand
my
Daedra
friend.
worship has become increasingly prevalent in the Somerset Isles. What is it, citizen? Everybody needs a copy of the Black Horse Courier.
It's my pleasure. Please continue. Pay attention and you can learn a lot. Farewell. A pleasure. Knowledge is the key. I'm willing to pay attention. Knowledge. There's much I could. Good that you want to get better. Bye.
A copy of the Black Horse Courier.
If you're here to rob me, I'm afraid I have nothing left. Please, I implore you, help me avenge my wife's death.
Why? What happened?
Barely a week ago, I left Harm's Folly to go buy supplies as I usually do once a month. What a fool I was to leave my wife alone. The goblins must have been watching me, as they knew right when to strike. I could hear Kayleen's screams from far away. Those wretched beasts killed her. Filthy animals. Had I only been there to stop them.
I'm sorry, Korik. That must have been awful. What can I do to help?
I'll tell you how you can help. Kill those things, every last one of them. They destroyed everything I hold dear. In their greed, the creatures grabbed a jade amulet off of Kayleen's body. Bring me back that amulet so I may use it to remember her by.
Okay, don't worry. I'll get it.
Exhausted Mine is not far to the southeast. Be careful. Its many twists and turns hide the goblin hordes.
I've recovered Killian's jade amulet. I should return it to Korik at Harm's Folly.
What news do you bring me from exhausted mine?
I have your wife's amulet. Here?
Then it's finally done. The goblins have paid with their blood, and my wife's brutal slaying is avenged. You risked life and limb for a cause that wasn't your own. For that I'm grateful. Please, accept these gems as a token of my gratitude. They're all I have left of value, but you must have them. I insist.
There is unfortunately still a goblin after me, running up the hill. If you can fight, you can help me kill it. Get your own back.
You will be included in my prayers forever. May the divines smile upon you.
Not bad, Korik. Take care.
Hi!
It's I can show you.
Stepping softly, hiding in the shadows, I do everything in my power to remain undetected. I have become a master at sneaking. While sneaking, any attack on an opponent that does not detect me ignores their armor. Also, with the sneak attack multiplier mod I am using, I will now deal 7 times damage on a ranged sneak attack instead of 5.
Let's see if we can't teach. Goodbye. open, open.